In today's video, we're going to be swapping out the long gear Y7 for the D16y7 A000 short gear transmission. Let's go ahead and get started. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Texas Honda Channel. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. So in a previous video, we took the Civic back to the drag strip. D16y7 A000. It ran a 13.69. This is with the long gear transmission, so it can do way better than that. The long gears don't help. A lot of people will argue this, but I am going to prove it by putting this short gear B000 transmission into the Civic and taking the Y7 transmission out. And then we will be going back to the track. We're not going to change anything else. We're not going to change the tune. We're not going to advance the timing like we could and get a little more power out of it. And we will see how much it will drop the quarter-mile times. Also found this out at the junkyard, a D16z7 P08 cylinder head. I ended up port matching the exhaust gasket. Once I get the thermal gasket, I'll port match the intake side. Now, you can't just go and take a Dremel to your head and expect it to work. This takes a lot of trial and error and practice. I've screwed up a lot of D-series heads to learn how to do it right. I would show you guys, but it's just one of those things that I don't want to be liable for. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I watched his channel, he showed me how to do it and I screwed up my head, now it's his fault. So that's why I didn't record it, unfortunately. It is what it is, guys. But we will be putting the Speed Factory cam, the AEM cam gear in here, which will be able to run way better with this cylinder head because the Z6 heads flow way better than the Y8s. There's plenty of flow tests to prove this. We'll also have the intake headlight back on when we go back down the track. So everything will be the exact same except for the transmission. Transmission will be a Y8 short gear versus the Y7 long gear. And these gears are stupid long. But we'll be getting more progress done on this as soon as I can possibly afford it. But we're getting closer. Cylinder walls are done. Crank is done. Block guards in. The only thing we have to do is get the pistons, bearings, and then we can start assembling it. And then we'll be putting the Brian Crowder springs and retainers out of this head and the Speed Factory cam into the Z6 for more power. And then once this goes in, the quarter-mile times definitely will drop. And we will have video of all that, so definitely subscribe if you haven't. Alright, got the long gear transmission out, so now we're going to be able to put that one in. As you can see, this one here is an A000 long gear transmission. So this is still a good transmission, so I'm just going to keep it as a backup, but I'm going to go ahead and put the short gear B000 in. Okay, it's all done. Got the short gear transmission installed. I did end up putting a brand new water pump in because that was part of the problem when we were at the track. It was overheating because of the water pump and thermostat. So I replaced them, and everything's good now. So we've got the short gear transmission in. Long gear is right here, which is the Y7. This is the Y8 transmission. So yeah, now only thing we have left to do is go out and do a little test pull, make sure everything's doing good, and then we can come back and go over some stuff. Alright, just got back after testing the transmission. Engine coolant is at 175, air intake temps are at 151. The air intake is pretty hot today because it's over 103 degrees today. In the garage it was 110, so I understand the intake temps being high right now. I mean, it is supercharged as well, but yeah, I think we fixed the engine coolant issue, so that's really good. I mean, it is a super hot day today and it's not overheating, so it has to be fixed. There's no coolant leaking anywhere. I'm pretty sure it was just that water pump and the thermostat. I replaced those with brand new ones and bam, problem solved. But the intake is ran like this for daily driving mode. The filter is just right behind there. But it's not an effective setup compared to my headlight mod. I really like that one, but can't daily with it like that. But it is a fun daily. Nice ice cold AC. Felt really good today. And I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So short gears, definitely where it's at if you're wanting your fastest quarter mile pass. I do daily it, so it kind of sucks for the highway because it has higher RPMs in fifth gear on the highway. But we could always do a hybrid transmission. That way I could have my lower RPMs on the highway and my quick acceleration through the gears. So might do that in the future, who knows. But definitely subscribe if you're new here. And hit the like button if you guys liked the video. I really appreciate that. But definitely stay tuned because we'll have more on this Z6 once I get more funds. Right now I'm just in between paychecks, but the Z6 will be getting some serious power. We might even do a twin charge, you know, keep the supercharger on and add a small turbo that's AC friendly with low boost and see if we can't get some serious power out of it. But that's not a guarantee, so just stay tuned. We might do it. Definitely subscribe. And we still got the Y7 transmission just in case we need it. But yeah, things are slowly getting better for this setup, and I can't wait to take it back to the track to show you how much of a difference it makes with it not overheating and having a short gear transmission. So hopefully next time we go it'll be a lower 13, but definitely subscribe so you guys can be ready for that video when it comes out. So I'll see you guys in the next video. As I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.